This is Lisa Sussman, and we're here at the 2016 Downtowner of the Year Awards.
The Downtowner of the Year is sponsored by the Downtown Council, which is one of the councils of the Chamber of Commerce. This is our 37th annual Downtowner of the Year. This year we're honoring Courtney Crush for her leadership and service in the city of Fort Lauderdale, and specifically in the downtown.
As you all may know, we put a little spice into it and we get to roast her. So I'm sure there's going to be some interesting stories that we're going to hear about Courtney and how she has been in our community and what she really has done. But I'm sure there's going to be some scuttle about that and some fun things that we're going to be talking about.
Now I finally understand how she's gotten so much done around the city. And by the way, we're still looking for that connection to Lee Feldman. Courtney is truly the most serious person I know. Since she doesn't have a sense of humor, she married Jason.
Yes, we, Fort Lauderdale's come a long way, as they say, from the spring break days to what we see here. We're, really in the heart of downtown right now, and I'm just really excited to be a part of Fort Lauderdale. I was born here, and to have seen where this community has come from, and I won't say how many years, but it is very, very exciting for not just Fort Lauderdale, but for all of Broward County.
Riverwalk, Habitat for Humanity, and the list goes on. But what I hope everyone sees today is what a truly great woman Courtney is. And I am extremely proud and lucky to call you my friend.
So I got to temper my language, which is, kind of goes against my grain, but that's all right. I'll figure it out.
How is it that you know Courtney?
Courtney does a lot of work. We have 5 restaurants down here in South Florida, and we started working with Courtney 5 years ago, and she's been fantastic. We wouldn't be where we've gotten to if were not for her. So I'm very happy to be here with her and step up and say a few words about her and continue our relationship.
Thank you so much for your time. We're wishing you luck up there.
My pleasure.
And they told me when I came up, they said, we're going to have a recurring theme up here. You need to stay with it. And the recurring theme was the color of Courtney's hair. And I'm like, well, the way you guys talk about her, you think that she's the 316 guy with that rainbow hair. And you just sit back at all the sporting events. I don't think it's quite that bad. I like seeing Courtney. Every time I see Courtney, it's like meeting a different person, because her hair is always going to be a different color.
Since I started living in Fort Lauderdale and working in 1993, the city has gone from having a couple of high-rises to having, tens of thousands of people living downtown and plan to live downtown. We actually have a downtown that millennials across the country are starting to say, hey, it'd be cool to live in downtown Fort Lauderdale. You see that up and down Flagler Village, which is north of where we are right now, certainly all the way to the river. We are now, I think, in the permitting process for a couple of very tall buildings, which are really going to enhance our skyline. I think the newest building proposed to go up in downtown 100 East Las Olas is 500 feet tall. So we're going to have a lovely skyline. At the same time, you're seeing the city and the county government deciding that we have enough people almost to get mass transit. So Uber aside, which is fantastic, things like the Wave, which is the light rail, Brightline to have passengers, are really going to start to connect Fort Lauderdale to the rest of our city and hopefully to the rest of the region.
How is it that you all decided upon Courtney Crush as your nominee this year?
Well, Courtney's been involved in the community for over a decade, and actually 2 decades, and has really left her mark on our community through all of the development projects that she's done, her charitable work in the community, and then her work that she's done with rescuing pets. And so it was an easy decision to make because she's made such a tremendous impact on the community.
What role does the Chamber play in downtown Fort Lauderdale?
Well, we have different councils. There's the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber, but the Downtown Council really focuses on businesses that are downtown. We think about all the different facets of business, such as parking issues, such as homelessness issues, such as governmental issues, taxes, anything that affects a business downtown. We get together as a group and try to make sure that we make the commerce of downtown the best it can be.
The Global Event Center at First Baptist Church, Fort Lauderdale, now therefore be proclaimed. Mayor? by the Board of County Commissioners that the board hereby designates Thursday, April 7th, 2016 as Courtney Crush Appreciation Day here in Broward County, Florida. While I'm up here, in front of about 500 people, before we came up, Courtney, I actually tried to friend you on Facebook, so I figured you can't say no to me if I ask you in front of 500 people. Thank you. Excellent.
And that's a wrap for the 2016 Downtowner of the Year Awards.